What's really goody? This is your favorite curly redhead, Codígo Red, here in downtown LA to be exact. Matter of fact, I'm here to bring you exclusive interviews, a vibe, and overall just a good time. What's really goody? Tap in.
I know I am smelling like dope again. I don't even smoke, but my bro got a hole on him. Riding with a nigga from the pool with a bull on him.
I don't think you know who you from.
I know I am smelling like dope again. I don't even smoke, but my bro got a hole on him. Riding with a nigga from the pool with a bull on him. If he tryna go, let me know.
Tell me how you want. What's really goody? It's your favorite curly redhead in the building, Codígo Red, back at it again, making it happen here at Dash Radio. What's really goody? I have with me in the building a very special guest, all the way from New York. You can hear him breathing. You can hear him talking.
Different.
The energy is coming through.
The vibe is up.
Go ahead and tell us who you are. He's known as Lamborghini B, but also Brandon Medford. What's really goody?
Yes, sir. What's going on? How you feeling?
I'm good. How you feeling?
Fantastic.
That's good. That's a blessing. You know, I love to see kings out here, you know, really get into it, you know, and making a name for themselves, and to be young and to be changing the lives of other people. You know, a lot of people don't know, they're listening, but you are a true entrepreneur. After watching what you've done, looking at your stories, looking at your Instagram, you've been in the Essence magazine, you've been in Forbes.
Yeah.
And the list goes on.
Within 2 years, too.
Within 2 years, being one of the three founders of more than 5 million gross income.
In the first year. 5.6 to be exact.
With a car dealership.
Yeah.
Wow. And I love it because it's so out there and so different. You don't hear about people, you know, owning car dealerships and having interviews and making that much money in a year. Tell us, how did you make that happen? Matter of fact, how did all three of you all make that happen?
Yes, it's a group effort, you know. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for my partners and the beautiful people I have in my company, you know, because when you treat people with a certain type of way, they're not just employees, they're family members. And when you got family members that ride with you, it's not work. It's having fun and building for us. You know, so we did that in the group effort. You know, I was one of the leaders of the team, and we just had to change the game.
And where are your boys? Where they at?
See, my boys.
Only one is present. It's okay, though. You know, you're here holding it down.
They're here in spirit. They're here around me. You know,
Definitely.
They in New York. They in New York holding down the fort. I told them to come out here, but they in New York holding down the fort.
Have they ever been to Cali?
Yeah, of course. We started our company in Cali.
Oh, okay.
We originated in Cali,
so you all originated in Cali.
Yeah, we started in Cali.
So this entire time, you know, we've been talking before the interview. I'm thinking, you know, you started in New York. You just straight off the boat from New York, landed here in LA, you know, here in Dash with me. But I know that you guys were in the industry, not industry, but you guys were in the dealership companies for like 10 years prior to you all coming together and making it happen. Tell me, how'd you all meet up?
My partner, Eric, me and him was in junior high school together. He's a year younger than me, a grade younger than me. And then he introduced me and my other business partner, Dave, in LA. They both came out here to visit. They actually both came on a trip. So at the same time they came on a trip, Eric called me and said, yo, want to link up? Let's hang out, because he knows I'm living in LA now, but I'm from New York. So as soon as we linked up in the old dealership I was working at. Just the energy was different. You know, like I felt it in the air, like walked in. I'm 5'5", but I walk in 7'1", you know? Just the energy was different from there. The story wrote itself.
But I want to know, you know, after you being in this type of business for 10 years, you know, that's a long commitment. You know, how did you have so much faith that you knew that something was just about to turn around? Or you didn't know, it just came out of nowhere?
It was timing, perfect timing. You know, it was just perfect timing with everything.
During that time, what was going on in your life?
Relationship breakups, new phase, trying to find the inner me. trying to find who Brandon Medford is. You know, like stop living for everybody else. Stop living behind the code names and nicknames to find who I really am. Because once you understand the person you are, you're going to have a positive effect on other people because it's going to bring them out who they really are. You know, like we all need faith. We need belief. We need to see somebody do it and really like, wow, like he's him. Let me be me, you know? Like sometimes it takes that belief, and that's what it took. I was going through that when I was out here because I left New York. I came to LA by myself, no family, no friends, because I wanted to revamp and find who I am. And then that's it. Everything after that changed.
Oh, wow. So you all met up. So first you two met up, and then all you all met up, all three met up first?
Yeah, Eric brought Dave to my dealership out here I was working at.
Okay. And how was that? And like all the energy was just off the wall?
It was because I heard before, now Dave always tells me, he was like, yo, I'm a big homie from my hood. Like, I'm a big guy. Dave is 6'3". You know, he's a tall guy. And, you know, he's African, Nigerian. So his personality could come off the wrong way sometimes, you know, if your energy doesn't reciprocate that. Mm-hmm. But my energy at the time when I met Dave, and it is now, I reciprocate everybody, you know, because I feed off good vibes. So anything that comes to me is going to be great. So no pride, no nothing. I said, what's up, big man? Gave a dap, Brooklyn, New York, you know, hugged up. And after that, it was just, everything came ever since.
I love that. So, you know, with him being from New York, because, you know, some people have a wrong idea, I think, of sometimes from guys from New York. They say that, I don't know, even females. I mostly hear females talk about guys from New York, but as businessmen, I know you all get to it. Yeah. So, you know, we're talking about how you all made $5 million in a year, right?
That was last year, too.
Last year?
Yeah, that's last year numbers.
Did you all make $1 million, though, the first year you all started this business?
Yeah, I mean, we grossed $5.6 million last year.
For those that, you know, are listening, can you tell us some of like the key steps you have to take to even reach something like that? Because that's really hard. You don't hear people talk about stuff like that, especially starting something new, even though you guys did have the past experience of already being in that type of company. Mm-hmm. I mean, for you guys to come together off the bat and then to make that amount of money, tell me the strategic thinking behind all of that.
The first thing I'm going to tell you is put your pride aside. You can't have no pride when it comes to making a dollar and trying to change the game. No pride at all. That's the first thing. Once you put your pride aside, you realize the type of different situation and options and different opinions from people that you could bring into your life. Because we all have pride. We all do. Whether it's a female, it's a male. It's just that us. When you put that aside, you start listening. You open so many doors, and that's what the key thing is putting your pride aside. And especially if you're a minority and you're trying to make it in a white man's world, you really got to put everything aside.
Definitely.
Everything.
So PTG 365.
Mm-hmm.
And tell us, you know, break down for us what PTG is. I love it. You know, I want to hear you say it because your energy will match it.
I know. Its price is too good. 365. So that means we take no days off but once every 4 years, which is a leap year. That's it.
Wow. And how did you all come up with that?
Well, I previously owned a company called PTG Enterprises before we started, and Eric owned Quality 365. He owned a small brokerage group, and I owned a small group.
So went hand in hand.
And then we took down the Enterprises, took down the Quality, put it together, PTG 365.
And so you all make cars affordable for people. Was that how it started initially? Because I know that's what, you know, some of my homework. You got to do a little bit of my homework.
No,
that's what I've seen, that you guys do make cars affordable for, you know, single moms who have children perhaps, and, you know, changing the lives of many others. So, you know, you scratching your face. Tell me what you're thinking right now.
No, I mean, we initially started to come back to our neighborhoods and come back to the type of environment where we grew up at to help millennials get cars quicker, faster, and more convenient. Because think about it. This is 2000. At the time we started company, 2017. Everything is convenience in your phone. You know, like look at Amazon. You order everything from your phone. Sometimes you can order groceries from the phone. You know, you can order online clothes from your phone. Everything want to be convenient. So we try to make things convenient for millennials and also make it fun and cool, exciting at the same time. Like, I don't know if you see our videos. Like when we deliver a car, We come with a car, a red bow, and confetti. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a move when we come because it's exciting. Like, this is your first car, your second car. This is something you don't do every day. This is once every 3 years. I'm going to make that moment special to you.
And do you feel like that's how the word of what you all were doing, the movement was spreading so fast?
That's how, because it was kids. It was like, we're the cool kids that sell cars. Like the cool guys, you know, like we're in the parties, I'm in the spots. We sell a lot of cars to athletes, rappers. You know, we have our own basketball team because of this. So, yeah, which is a New York Dykeman basketball. Shout out to them. Big league, PTG 365 won the championship last year. It was easy, first year in, but let me get back to that. So, like I was saying, we make it exciting. We make it fun, you know? Like, it's a cool thing to do, and it's something that it's like people find that you could really be you and be 100% legit and have a good income for your family and also change lives. When you change lives, it's different. Like when we deliver a car to like a single mother and she comes outside, think about it, and she comes outside in tears in your hands, just holding you and thanking you for the car she just got delivered. Like people don't understand, like that's what's so deep about us. It's like, I feel it, you know? Like it's just something about, like, I tingle inside. When I hug you and you crying, you're tearing and saying, thank you so much. I tried everywhere. People doubted me, my skin color, where I'm from, where I worked at, my income level. And we understand, because you have to build and start from somewhere. And because of our relationship with the banks and connections, we're able to make it happen. It feels so good to share that experience with you, because I know this first car that's going to hit your credit report is going to help change your life. So 3, 4, 5 years from now, it's going to make you a better person. You know, I'm 27 years old. I purchased a Lamborghini in my name at 26. That didn't happen overnight. You know, both of my parents, they're from foreign countries. They came here to build for us. You know, so I had to build my credit, learn along the way, build, raise up my payments, debt to income ratio, PTI, payment to income ratio. These are things that minorities and millennials don't know because they don't teach you this thing in school. So we're to teach you in a matter of 3 hours. But once you're with us, you are family. I'm going to teach you something for life. The better you, the better me, et cetera, et cetera.
I want to know who gave you all of this motivation and momentum. Who was there for you? Like you've been there for, you know, many of these mothers or these young adults who, you know, we're trying to find their way. We're trying to figure out a financial situation so they could afford a car. Who was there for you? Because, you know, with you talking about where your family came from and, you know, I love that. That shows right there why it started like that initially, I feel like. And of course, you know, mad respect, you know, it has to start from where you come from. And it shows that it's more genuine. Mm-hmm. But I want to know who was there for you, who gave you that momentum that you have right now? Who was telling you, you know, for your parents not to be from here originally, so, hey, you can go out there and still go get it?
Tell you the truth, and I think a lot of people could really relate to this. Like I'm about to say it's going to be deep. I used to always tell my mother, like, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And she was like, no, like, what are you talking about? We came here to build ourselves, get $60,000 jobs, which no offense, nothing wrong with that. But she worked for somebody for 30 years, retire, Social Security, pension. I never seen that. She was forced to be a correction officer, to be a court officer. There's nothing wrong with that, you know? But I want financial freedom. I want to be able to live different. I want to make sure she retires. Like my father retires now. I pay everything for my father. He retires. That's a blessing. My mom retires this year. You know, that's a big part because of me, because sometimes the people that surround you, they could try to give you advice, but you don't see the same eye to eye. You know, like your vision is bigger than that. And sometimes like your mother, your father, boyfriend, girlfriend can have such a big impact on your life, but they're not you. You really got to go for you and who you are. So what helped me is one of my ex-mentors. Like I've been around him. He was in the nightlife, but he was a car guy. He was very big. He motivated me. He showed me like to make $1 million is the same way to make 100,000. To make 100,000 the same way to make 10,000. Is the work ethic doesn't change. Just the number grows. You know, we can make whatever we want. That's the beauty of life, and that's what I want to teach to so much people from where I'm from. It's like you don't gotta only rap. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta only sing. You don't gotta sell drugs. You don't have to do nothing illegal. You don't have to play basketball. You just gotta really work hard, you know, and be focused on what you want to work on.
I love that. I really love your whole mindset. It's crazy. It's different, and it's not what you commonly see. And, you know, for you to be that young and to see how you're going after it is crazy. So tell me some of the high listed celebrities that you've come in contact with, who you sold cars to?
Meek Mill. Shout out to Meek. Meek Mill. Dream Chasers.
Yeah.
You know, Meek. Meek. After Meek started following me too, and I sold him. Everything I was. Yeah, that opened the doors up. You know. Shout out to Meek Mill. Hope you're on the live right now too. But shout out to Meek. Meek Mill. Rich the Kid. You know. We deal with the Combs family. Christian Combs. Isaiah Whitehead, NBA player, you know, Lance Stevenson, another NBA player. Right now we're working with a lot of other people too, but it's really like I really want to thank my city. Like, my city helped me grow. It really was my city. Like, it really was New York. New York, when we first started, I know a lot of people that got like good interactions on Instagram, you know? And then when we first started, I told a lot of people, like, you got to repost, you got to show me love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Yeah.
I told a lot of people that. A lot of people started reposting us, showing us love, doing this, doing that. And, like, New York members, a small world. Everybody comes to New York, the basketball players, the rappers. They want to be everybody in New York. So because of that, we really took full steam. And I really thank New York for that.
And I see that you guys have been in Forbes.
Yeah.
You've been in, you know, the Black Enterprise, you know, Sirius XM. How is that? Forbes is huge. That is a huge, remarkable, you know, accomplishment.
That still shocks me. Like, we're really in Forbes magazine.
How long did it take?
Forbes. Like,
I know.
That's a big deal. It's
huge.
Forbes. Like,
it's huge.
Forbes magazine published.
How long did it take you all for like the local news to start recognizing you all, and even Forbes? You know, like, how did that just come out of? I mean, it didn't come out of nowhere. Obviously, you guys are making big moves, but how did that, you know, grow? I mean, we used
to sleep in cars. We used to sleep in cars trying to sell a car. So, I mean, it was really big because it happened so quick, and then Forbes, you're respected all over. You know, like, it's just it's a feeling that I can't really explain. Like, to have the world look at you for something that's so positive and give you the respect for something that's so positive, like, it's a real different feeling. That's why I really feel the need that we have to give back. Our give back is so important. Like, my give back is so important for everything. And it's not for $1, it's not for a tax write, it's really to give back because it feels good. I wish we had the knowledge that we should have had when we was younger. You know, like, imagine somebody teaching you at 17 what not to do. So all you know is what to do. Look how great you would be. Think about it. If somebody told you how to ride a bike, what not to do, how you're not going to fall, you'd be so great. So that's why we try to do it. We just try to teach everybody what not to do and just be great in life.
What type of setbacks did you all face? You know, I know you just mentioned sleeping in your car. How long were you all sleeping in cars for?
We were sleeping in cars for the first 90 days.
First 90 days?
Yeah.
And how did you, stay motivated to keep wanting to push through with this dream after staying in a car for 90 days?
Just the vision. Telling you, just the excitement that we got. We used to sell 20 cars a month when we started. 20 cars a month. Now, you know what we do a month?
How many?
200.
200 cars?
From 20. In the past 16 months.
That's crazy.
A month. So the lives that we touching and just growing, like we're in Miami now. We're about to come back to LA. Shout out to Modi Auto Group. That's a company that we're about to do collaboration with in LA. We're really about to take it full steam. We have a new app dropping in October.
So you have a new app dropping. What's the app going to be called?
Cars 365.
Cars 365.
Yeah, I can announce it now because it's trademark published. Everything's in
How many cars do you think you are going to sell by next year?
By next year, we're probably looking to do them about 800.
800?
A month.
A month.
Yeah.
That income coming in. Crazy. So other than you having this dealership, what type of other investments are you making?
See, right now,
if you don't mind me asking, I know, I'm kind of dipping and dabbling into what you got going on, but I'm curious.
100%. We just opened up a body shop, but they started to. It's gonna open up in January. Automotive body shop. We're trying to just sector the whole car market. We got mobile wash coming soon as well. A mobile wash is going to be opened up by like next month as well. And then next year, probably around February, we're going to open up a small academy in Queens, New York for kids that come after school for financial education for free. Nonprofit organization. That's the biggest thing that we're opening next year.
I love it. You have so much stuff coming up. And if you don't mind, let me know, too, what film or show you have coming up. I know you were kind of teasing it before we got into the interview as well. Yeah. Something about VH1.
We got Driven. Driven, that's the new show that we start. Driven, don't forget. Driven is the new show. We start shooting September 23rd.
Sounds amazing.
That's it's crazy. We got a show. We got a show coming out from having fun, selling cars, laughing. It's amazing. That's the beauty of it, it's really a lot.
And I love it because, you're a fan of McMill and it goes with, Dream Chasers.
Dream Chasers, yeah. I'm a big fan of me.
Yeah, I see where, you guys relate, and I love it, seeing Kings go after that. Can you leave me with a few inspirational words for any young Black men trying to really fulfill their dreams and understanding that you cannot allow society and, what we do go through on the daily basis to hold you back from accomplishing anything that you can accomplish?
Yeah. The biggest thing is don't listen to nobody but yourself. Sometimes the best advice is no advice at all, because if you're getting advice from people that's not in the same situation as you or doesn't see the vision as you, they can give you the worst advice ever. Make that leap. Make the leap. Make the leap, because as soon as you make the leap and you jump and you're able to live your life and live your dreams, you start flying. It feels good. It really feels good. Don't be scared. Get away from all toxic people and toxic relationships. And that's something big that a lot of people are stuck in. Big females and males, y'all caught up in a toxic relationship. It's sometimes you're better off separate, You're better off by yourself. Just do what you got to do. 100%. Just be you.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for coming through and dropping those gems of knowledge. I hope the listeners take it and run with it, because look who you've become, and you're going to just continue to grow and become an even, more remarkable person than you are already. And I love it. I'm over here cheesing, grinning because it's so inspirational. Truly, you've inspired me. And I hope the listeners are inspired as well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming through. Go ahead and drop your social media. Anything else you'd like to drop?
PTG 365 at Lamborghini B CEO. That's what we do. Let's go. What's the vibes? You know what's going on. Lamborghini B, a.k.a. government name Brandon Anthony Medford, PTG 365. Checking in with my girl, Codígo Red at Dash Radio. Is how we doing it. Late night, all the way east, straight to the west. Let's go. You see the vibe? That's contagious. Look good, feeling good, smelling even better.